When the alien queen said, "You're hesitating, human," everything changed. The first time I saw the alien queen, she wasn't sitting on a throne or commanding her army. She was bleeding badly, and I was the one ordered to save her. I was Lieutenant Marcus Hale, Terran Union combat engineer. My duty was to repair machines, not aliens. But after 10 years of war between our species, orders were orders, and this one came from the highest level. You are to assist the captured sovereign of the Drexian Empire in stabilizing her bio-armor system. The message didn't explain why. It didn't have to. When Earth Command decides something, you obey. Beginning, the Queen and the Engineer. The Drexian stronghold had fallen 2 days ago. Inside the shattered palace lay wreckage unlike anything we'd ever seen. Liquid metal walls, pulsating corridors, half-living machines humming like organs. That's where they kept her. The alien queen. Her name, according to the files, was Saraxa Veldar, last of her bloodline, and ruler of 1,000 Drexian worlds. The only reason she wasn't dead was because she surrendered to save her soldiers. When I entered her chamber, the room dimmed as if reacting to me. Bioluminescent filaments along the walls flickered, and I realized the structure was alive. The air smelled faintly of ozone and iron. Then I saw her. She was tall, nearly my height, with silver-blue skin that shimmered under the emergency lights. Her armor was fused to her body, cracked open at the chest, leaking an iridescent fluid that pulsed like blood. Her eyes, bright amethyst, followed me with quiet fury. "You are the human engineer?" she asked, her voice layered, almost harmonic. "Yes," I said, trying not to stare. "I'm here to fix your suit. You need it to live, right?" She tilted her head. "You presume correctly. My armor is symbiotic. Its failure means my death." I set my tools down and knelt beside her. The damage was extensive. The Drexian armor was more than technology. It was a living exoskin, half organic, half synthetic, threaded into her nervous system. One wrong move and I could kill her. I hesitated, and she noticed. Her voice cut through the silence like a blade. "You're hesitating, human." Those words hit me harder than I expected. There was no anger in her tone, just curiosity, almost disappointment. "I just don't want to make it worse," I said. Her lips curved slightly. "Fear. A noble weakness. Proceed anyway." So I did. For hours I worked. My gloves glowed as I synced my tools to her armor's frequency. Every pulse of her biocircuitry felt like a heartbeat. Every breath she took, the armor adjusted to her rhythm. It was almost intimate, too intimate for a prisoner and her enemy. When the last fracture sealed and her vitals stabilized, I stepped back, exhausted. "It's done," I said. She looked at me, eyes soft now. "You repaired more than metal. You touched something sacred to my kind. Do you understand what that means?" I shook my head. "You have seen the heart of the Drexian bond," she whispered. "And now it sees you. Middle, the connection." Over the next few days, I was ordered to maintain her suit until she recovered. The Queen remained confined in an energy cell within our base, guarded constantly, but every time I entered, the living structure reacted to me. Her cell pulsed softly. Her armor glowed when I approached. She noticed too. "Your presence changes the resonance," she said one day. "My armor responds as if you are one of us." "That's impossible," I said, checking the readings. "Perhaps. Or perhaps your machines have adapted to the living frequency." The more I spoke to her, the less she felt like an enemy. She asked questions about Earth, our oceans, our cities, our music. She seemed fascinated by humanity's chaos and creativity. One night, during a maintenance cycle, she said quietly, "We Drexians never understood your kind. You create beauty only to destroy it. You wage war and yet sing songs of peace. Because that's what makes us human," I said. Contradiction. Her eyes glimmered. Then perhaps we are not so different. That moment stayed with me long after I left her cell. But the next morning command summoned me. "Lieutenant Hale," said General Corbin, his voice cold, "you are to prepare the Queen's armor for extraction. She's being transferred to Mars for dissection." Froze. Dissection. She's alive. Cooperative. Corbin glared. "She's an alien monarch responsible for billions of deaths. Don't go soft, soldier." I wanted to argue, but one doesn't argue with orders. That night, I returned to her cell for what might have been the last time. She sensed my turmoil instantly. "You've been told," she said. He nodded. "They're moving you to a lab." Her expression didn't change, but her pulse quickened. "They will not keep me alive for study. They will strip my memories, my code, my essence." "I can't stop them," I said quietly. Her eyes glowed brighter. "Can you not?" The air between us hummed. Her armor reacting to something inside me. My tools flickered to life on their own. "What's happening?" I whispered. She stood unsteady but defiant. "The bond between us has strengthened. When you repaired me, your neural imprint fused with my armor's matrix. We are linked, Marcus Hale." Her voice was no longer just sound, it resonated inside my head. "You're in my mind," I said, stunned. "And you in mine." Images flashed. Memories of alien worlds, Drexian cities made of living light, oceans of silver mist. And she saw mine too. Earth's blue skies, my mother's smile, the sound of rain on glass. For a moment we weren't human or alien. Just two consciousnesses intertwined across species and war. Then alarms blared. The base was under attack. The Drexians had found their queen. Explosions shook the ground as shockwaves tore through the compound. The guards rushed past me, shouting orders. I grabbed my pulse rifle and turned to her. "This way," I said, unlocking her cell. "You would free me?" she asked. "If I don't, they'll kill us both." She hesitated only a moment before following me through the collapsing corridors. The walls trembled as enemy ships bombarded the surface. Outside, the night sky of Varela 9 burned red with plasma fire. We reached a maintenance tunnel, but a blast threw us apart. My armor cracked, oxygen leaking. Pain surged through me. Then I felt her hand on my chest. Her armor extended, wrapping around me, sealing the breach. Her voice echoed in my mind. "Our bond sustains you now. Do not falter." Together we made it to the evacuation bay. Only one shuttle remained, half functional. "Go," I said. "Take it. You can escape." She shook her head. "Without you, the link will collapse. You die, I die." Before I could respond, Drexian soldiers appeared, weapons drawn. Their leader, a tall male with crystalline armor, sneered. "My queen, you dishonor yourself consorting with a human." She stepped forward. "Stand down, Vorthan." "I cannot," he said. "Our laws forbid union with the lesser species." I raised my weapon, but he was faster. Plasma bolt struck me in the side. Pain exploded and I fell. Through blurred vision, I saw her face twist in anguish. She turned to her soldier and said something in her tongue, a sound like thunder. Her armor blazed gold, and energy erupted from her body. The Drexians disintegrated instantly. She knelt beside me, pressing her glowing hand over my wound. "Stay with me, human." My breathing slowed. Get yourself killed. Her eyes softened. Then we die together. The impossible transformation. Darkness swallowed everything.